Another Victorian Polly who has been blasting his way through taxpayer dollars is Dan Andrews, the Premier. His state's got, eye-watering levels of debt, the highest in the country by some margin. But the Premier decided to take an $80,000 trip to China, a very secretive trip indeed. Nick, we're told the airfares alone for this trip cost over $61,000. Surely the Premier is not taking private jets to Beijing. I don't know who he thinks he is. He's not Airbus Albo.
Do you think he went by the Bahamas or something? How can you run up an airfare? I know the airfares are expensive at the moment, and look, I don't begrudge him if he wants to upgrade from economy, but he's the Premier after all. But look, I think that whole trip was very questionable, wasn't it? It completely undermined our foreign policy position in this country by him going there and, you know, nodding and bowing and scraping, and I think a bill like this. I mean, it's not.
No Australian media. No Australian media
on the Victorian debt. Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah.
That's
you look at our debt level; it is enormous.
That airfare should have covered at least part of the large press contingent he should have taken with him.
Now, finally, on China, the first in-person event for the World Economic Forum since the pandemic is going to take place this week. Coming week in China, presidential candidate Ron DeSantis said it was fitting because both the Chinese Communist Party and the World Economic Forum are in lockstep, seeking to control people who never elected them. It's a good line, Nick.
It's a goosebump moment, isn't it? Because remember when the Olympics went to Athens, they went back to their spiritual home. I feel this is the same thing for the World Economic Forum. It's going back to where it belongs, where it originated.
Absolutely. Nick Cater, thank you so much for joining me tonight.